Welcome Virgo to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 9th of October for the Sun or the Ascendant. It's really exciting because Venus joins you on Monday. It's perhaps not in the best circumstances insofar as it immediately goes face to face with the strict energies of Saturn. But Venus being with you after 4 months of it going through your sector of the 12th house, which can be to do with endings, it can be to do with the more psychological sphere, it can be to do with unintended outcomes, I feel. Venus here may have seen you doing an awful lot of soul searching. And obviously it wasn't just Venus that's been in Leo, because we had Mars there, we've had Mercury there, and of course the Sun. So I think generally the last few months has been a time of quite a lot of reflection, especially with Saturn in your 7th house of relating. So if you are in an involvement or you work in a situation where you don't particularly like your colleagues or the line manager, or there's just been a sense of inner dissatisfaction that's been hard to quite pinpoint, I do feel that Venus being in the 12th house may have been something to do with it, because Venus can be about our self-worth, and the 12th house can be where that is most fragile. So if you haven't been feeling so good about yourself, it moving into your sign gives you encouragement over the next few weeks to do something with your personal appearance, or to make the most of your creative talents, to move into the moment. If you have gone through some kind of devastating breakup, however painful it may be, Venus moving into your sign is the start of your new beginning. Not necessarily for someone to immediately enter your world as a replacement, but for you to start looking forwards, as well as still processing what may have been quite a difficult event. Because Saturn in the 7th house in an opposition with Venus doesn't do Venus any favours. It's a very stern and austere and cold influence. It could also see you actually questioning how you dress or your personal appearance. And it's very important that you do keep that side of yourself intact. I think it's been quite a bruising time unless you're in a very supportive situation in terms of family life, your work, or a relationship. If those overall factors have been pretty good for you, you may have been a little bit less conscious of the 12th house energy that's been going on, because 12th house can be about insecurity, it can be about a lack of faithfulness, it can be about perhaps a lack of sincerity. So Saturn is almost like a sentry there on the other side of the heavens saying to you, okay, you've got Venus in your sign, don't think all your troubles are over straight away. Sorry, that was my Ricky Gervais. That is partially true, but Venus is going to quickly go past Saturn. So perhaps a big conversation will need to be had this week. And then Pluto goes direct on Wednesday. Now Pluto, since 2008, has been in your sector of personal expression, but also romance and children. Big changes may have gone on in your life. Of course, in 2012, Neptune moved into your sector of relating, which has perhaps provided magic or confusion in turn. And then from March the 7th, strict Saturn in your sector of relating. So it hasn't all been plain sailing for you, has it? But Pluto going direct in the 5th house through to the 21st of January next year is definitely an opportunity to evolve and grow, which is what Pluto's about. Thursday also excitingly sees Mars move into the sign of Scorpio. The reason why it's particularly exciting for you, one, Mars rules Scorpio, so it's the sole domiciliary planet, so it's really at home there. But also Earth, your sign, carries water. Mars can be about thrust and action. The 3rd house can, for you, can be very much about ideas. The sign of Scorpio can also be very passionate, so this can give you a real opportunity over the next 6 or so weeks to showcase the things and ideas that are important to you. You may even find yourself being much more desirous of some kind of new mode of transport. But that brings us to the solar eclipse of Saturday. In your sector of self-worth, everyday money, and something's going to transform over the next year and a half. It may be your understanding of who you are. It could be the basic foundations in your world are going to evolve. It may be that you're going to find a new way of earning money. But the second house can also be a fantastic appreciation of life's goodies. So if you're someone who has a particular passion for cooking, for example, or working in an earthy way, but in a way that helps you to use your mind, that gives you the perfect formula to follow over the next year and a half. Thank you for having joined me. If you are new to my channel, this is very much a community. Do share any thoughts you have. If you're a returning visitor, it's lovely to have your company once more. And if you've yet to like, comment or subscribe, I'd be honoured if you did so now. And please know, if you give me your birth data, 3 pieces of information if you know your time, 2 if you don't, I can prepare for you your year 2024 forecast, but I'll give you the rest of this year free. But in my special package of 30% off, you can also get your life roadmap, your character analysis, which gives you searing insights into the patterns that are played out in your life so far and help you to work with them in a really constructive way going forwards. Please see the link beneath this video for more information.